What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish, and today I wanted to talk about the upcoming week in review for the markets. Okay, what do we have upcoming this week? We do a Stocks and Coffee in our Discord every week, 11 a.m. on Sundays, and I wanted to share that with you guys today. So here's our Stocks and Coffee. So it's done by me, Mr. Fit to Flourish, and my buddy K5. So we run this Discord, and we have a great time just teaching people how to trade correctly. Okay, so we start off with the quote. First quote is going to be, "Our only limit is weakness of attention and poverty of imagination." And this is by Neville Goddard. This is pretty powerful because whatever you want to do, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. And a lot of people think this sounds pretty corny. It's like, oh, you put your mind to it, yeah, shut up. It's some Disney BS. But it's real. This stuff is real. The only problem is everyone wants instant gratification. And people don't know how to keep their attention on a thing. They're like, okay, if I look at it, then I should get it. No, you got to keep your attention there and really focus and stay consistent. Show the universe that you really want it, and then have the imagination enough to think that, oh, I can have it, and to see yourself with it. Really visualize yourself with the thing, focus on the thing, and you'll get ideas of how to get the thing or the place or the person. All right. We had some really good plays this week with the Qs and MU, so I wanted to kind of go into what happened this week. So in terms of this past week, we had Oracle beating revenue. We also had GameStop. GameStop had a huge revenue miss. Their EPS was up 111%, but it was really because of interest income from GameStop's cash reserves, and it wasn't from any improvement in core operations. So GameStop, their CEO has no business plan. So I said this is L management, okay, just L management for GameStop. Also, Adobe this past week, revenue beat, EPS beat, but it dropped 9% on, holy moly, the worst guidance of all time. And then in terms of economic data, we had CPI and PPI come in pretty much in line. Jobless claims rose a little bit, looking good, because the Fed really wanted jobless claims to rise. They want to see worse job information for a higher rate cut, but we're going to get a 25-point basis rate cut this upcoming week. And in relation to this upcoming week, yes, we have FOMC the 17th and the 18th, but the rate decision is on the 17th. Okay. So yeah, that rate decision is coming. It is coming. Okay. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's actually the 18th. Sorry, the 18th. So the rate decision is going to be Wednesday, the 18th, with our housing starts. And then Monday, we have manufacturing survey. We have Tuesday, U.S. retail sales. Thursday, initial jobless claims. All right. And then in terms of earnings this week, we have FedEx and General Mills. What's happening in the market? So news in the market. So Moderna got a Quebec site license for vaccine production. We also had Moderna collaborating with Charisma Therapeutics for autoimmune disease therapies. What's going on with SMCI? Man, SMCI is crazy. SMCI lost so much of their valuation just because of that Hindenburg report, okay, reporting that they are fraudulently adjusting their financial statements. And they had previous fraud in the past where they've done this. And they actually ended up firing 3 of the employees responsible for this. But then recently, they just rehired them. So it's kind of weird, right? Like, you want to fudge your papers again? And they had a 10K delay following. And really, the 10K delay was something that the SEC wanted. The SEC wanted to see some more information on SMCI and what actually was taking place. So it's not that SMCI is like scrambling to like shred papers or something like that, but the SEC wanted to see some more information. So there's that. But we still haven't seen a 10K report, so I don't want to see what's going on with that, because that can really determine whether or not SMCI goes to $250 or if it spikes back to $500 and then $600. Okay, but SMCI is going to do a 10-for-1 stock split that's set to take place on October 1st. It's not really looking good anymore. Before, SMCI was close to $1,000 per share. Now we're around $400 per share, which is really bad. in terms of this 10 for 1 split upcoming. We're going to see a $40 per share stock. It's going to be pretty bad. Anyways, Apple unveiled new tech this week. It was pretty underwhelming. They had some cool iOS features like sharing live video with 911 dispatch, and then an eye tracking feature where now you can pretty much move your eyes and click on different apps just using your eyes, and other pretty cool stuff, but I mean nothing crazy. So BTC was flying this week. It broke back above a key level of $58,608. It was at 52K just last week, and now it's flying. So just be on the lookout for Mara, Coin, and MSTR. So these will fly, okay? ARM is flying. We talked about ARM in the Discord, how it's making a big move because it's partnering with Apple. So we were talking about Apple having new AI in their iOS 18 system, their new iPhone 16s. And the AI is made by ARM. Okay, so ARM is absolutely flying. And then something that a lot of people don't know, Dell and PLTR will be joining the S&P 500 soon. This inclusion will cause a huge uptick in these two stocks because when you're in the S&P 500, you get eyes on you from big money, okay? From big money. So really big things to be looking out for this week. I wanted to share this other tab here too, and kind of talk about some of the stocks that I personally am looking at. So number one, MU. So we got MU calls the other day at these lows. We were looking to get calls here, but then MU got a downgrade the very next day, so we didn't get the calls until this next day. But yeah, we still got the calls. Anyways, we got the calls, but we got in at a better price. Okay, got in at a better price. Contract prices went down, so that was really nice. But yeah, our contract prices went over 200%. Now I'm looking to get back in on September 27th expiration, $105 strike price for calls on MU. Now this is a freebie, so if you watch this video, if you're this far, hey, free play here. But yeah, that's the play that I'm going to be taking. Probably going to load up on this one because all my swing plays have been going crazy. BNTX went over 10,000%. I wish I would have stayed in. But I keep kind of leaving these swing plays early, so I'm just going to kind of load up on this one and let it ride. Yeah, I'm just going to load up and just let it ride. So that is one play on the week. Also going to be looking at Apple Bapple. So Apple has been kind of trading in this range after moving to the upside pretty nicely. It did like a little retracement. Kind of looks like a fib retrace, not really. Just looks like a retracement. And now we've been trading in this range. Right now we're kind of making this ascending triangle where we should end up breaking. We should end up breaking out of the call zone above 224.54. Apple will fly, but I'm looking at 230 strike price. 927 expiration calls on Apple. Apple looks like it can make an attempt towards highs, especially as we're going to be running up on a lot of these stocks into FOMC on Wednesday. Google Boogle. So Google actually just came from this massive downtrend, now breaking back above this key level, and also the 9MA is curling back above. Back to the upside, getting that 9MA curl. Kind of want to take a look at the RSI curling back to the upside as well. We are below the 200 MA, so that's a little bit scary. We close below that, but if we start pushing up above the 200 MA, I'm looking for a break above 158.30. If we break above 158.30, I'm going to look to go long on Google. Google has a lot of room to the upside, so I was actually looking at 165 calls, 927, I think it was 927, 165 calls on Google. I think we'll make that move pretty quickly. We just made a $10 move, so 147 to 158 in 2 days. So just imagine how much more we can go in another 2 days for this swing play. So 927 is a good strike expiration date, as long as we can get above this 200 MA, because we did a support on that 200 MA. Now it's resistance. Not good SR flip, but it is promising. We should get a run up in all these stocks. We're getting a big pushback to the upside here. We had a massive fall. So usually when we fall really quickly, we can move up really quickly because it's just called the ease of movement strategy. The quicker we move down, the faster you can move up. And that's just how we balance price. So, but then, yeah, we do get a ton of volume up here. We're going to have resistance up near 166. So that's why I think our target should be that 165, 166 area where we have a lot of consolidation. Currently not too much consolidation here on Google. So Google's going to be a play that I'm going to be looking for this week as well. Now on the Qs look like they want to break out as well. The Qs have been in this downtrend since 7-11. No pun intended. 7-11 on this downtrend, but currently ripping out of the sky right now, bouncing off of this upward trend line. We're getting a 920 crossover, so we're going to get a breakout. We're going to get a massive breakout here on the Qs. We're going to be headed to 484.04 and then higher. Be on the lookout for that. Microsoft, we called Microsoft calls, 420 calls the other day. Did really well. And then in terms of SMCI, we still need that 10K report before we can make a move. But if we break above 458.79 on SMCI, this thing is flying to 514.89. No breaks, all gas, no breaks. Keep that in mind. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Mr. Fit to Flourish podcast. Y'all be safe out there. Like and subscribe. Nobody is liking or subscribing. Everybody's just watching the videos like, oh, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Man, like and subscribe, share, all that good YouTube stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance,